Hello and welcome. I'm Geoff Kors, Executive Director of Equality California. Sorry for the little delay. Um, Happy to welcome all of you to the final Equality California Town Hall for 2009. This year, Equality California held a large equality summit in Los Angeles and more than a dozen town halls in different parts of California. The summit and 3 of the town halls were streamed online on the web. And in addition, this past August, we started what will be a regular practice of quarterly online town halls that will be live streamed as a way for people who can't come to an in-person town hall to be able to hear from us and also give us feedback, ask questions, and give us input on the work moving forward. Today we're going to devote about a half of the hour to updates about our work, and the rest of the time we're going to spend for input, questions, and comments from each of you. I'm going to begin with a brief discussion about our candidate pack. Then I'm going to turn it over to Equality California's Coalition Director and Deputy Marriage Director, Andrea Shorter. Then we will go to Equality California's Government Affairs Director, Alice Kessler, to talk about our legislation, our LGBT health and human service work, and other key issues, especially fighting budget cuts. And finally, we're going to turn it over to NCLR Attorney Ilona Turner, who will talk about SB 54, which was the marriage recognition bill that the governor signed into law in October, so she can answer questions about the legal issues surrounding that. After the presentations, we'll be turning this over to Matthew Bajko, the political reporter for the Bay Area Reporter, who'll be moderating the question and answer session. So on our candidate pack, for many years, Equality California has taken the position that we only endorse candidates who support our equality 100%, and who will fight to get HIV and AIDS funding, which is essential for our community's health and well-being. This year, Equality California worked on 2 special election races. One, the election of Senator Curran Price, and the other was the election of Stephen Bradford to the State Assembly. These were seats that were vacated because someone moved on to higher office and allowed new candidates to run. In both cases, we endorsed the candidate who won, who happened to be the only candidate that was leading and viable in the race who supported marriage equality. Each of them had opponents who were strong candidates who opposed full equality for our community. Equality California turned out volunteers, ran phone banks, and supported these candidates financially, and we're really happy that both won. Both are African American candidates in districts that voted overwhelmingly yes on 8. And I think what we did was demonstrate that supporting full equality, even in a district that didn't vote for our rights, not only doesn't hurt a candidate, but it can actually help a candidate. And I think it's really essential that all the organizations really start having policies of only supporting people who are with us 100% of the time, because it's that kind of work and commitment. If we can get that from candidates, then we can hold them accountable and make sure they're with us as we move forward. As we look at 2010, we're going to have a very challenging but critical election year here in California. In addition to the governor's race and the race for Attorney General, both which are critical to our community as we move forward, every member of the California Assembly and about a third of the Senate is up for re-election. And there are a number of very close races that will pit supporters of full equality against those who oppose equality. And when we look at the vote in the legislature last year in committee on cutting the AIDS drug assistance program, our side was only able to keep that funding by 1 vote. So every vote is going to be critical, so our PACs really be engaged next year in a big way.